chairperson. The writ attached, as you all know, is a form of writ of public elections under Regulations 2020 CI 127, Form 1A. It reads, writ of election to a returning officer for the Aquatea constituency, whereas election are to be held for the election of a member of parliament, whereas there exists a vacancy in the membership of parliament for the Aquatea constituency, now therefore, I do hereby command that you cause the election of a member of parliament to be held according to law for the said constituency, and that you do certify on this writ the name of the person elected. I do hereby direct that the nomination shall take place from the 11th day of August to the 13th day of August at the EC office, Aquatea, and that the poll shall be taken, if necessary, on the day indicated. Chairperson, Electoral Commission, signed. The certificate of endorsement. Certificate to be endorsed on writ. I hereby certify that the member of parliament elected for the Aquatea constituency in pursuance of the writ is Bernard Bediako Beidu, and the number of votes cast in respect of each of the candidates at the election is as follows. Candidates: Asumadu Suleiman, 15,285 votes. Bernard Bediako Beidu, 18,199 votes. Owusu Patrick, 32 votes. This is dated 2nd August 2025. And the returning officer is Eric Owusu Jemfi. My attention has been drawn that I said August. Sorry, it's 2nd September 2025. For the Tamale Central elections, the communication from the Electoral Commission is dated 24th September 2025, and it reads, the submission of writ of election for the Tamale Central parliamentary by-election. I bring you greetings from the Electoral Commission, and I trust that this letter finds you well. Pursuant to Regulation 12 and 43(2)A and B of the Public Elections Regulations 2020 CI 127, the Electoral Commission hereby informs you that Alidu Seidu Mahama, the parliamentary candidate for the National Democratic Congress, NDC, for the Tamale Central by-election, has been elected unopposed. Please find attached the writ of election for the Tamale Central parliamentary by-election. Thank you. Yours faithfully, Mrs. Jean Mensah, Chairperson. The writ of election reads, to the returning officer for the Tamale Central constituency, whereas elections are to be held for the election of a member of parliament, and whereas there exists a vacancy in the membership of parliament for the Tamale Central constituency, now therefore, I do hereby command that you cause the election of a member of parliament to be held according to law for the said constituency, and that you do certify on this writ the name of the person elected. I do hereby direct that the nomination shall take place from the 8th day of September 2025 to the 10th day of September at Tamale Metro EC office, and that the poll shall be taken, if necessary, on the 30th day of September 2025. Signed, Chairperson, Electoral Commission. And the certificate endorsed says, I hereby certify that the Member of Parliament elected for the Tamale Central constituency in persons of this writ is Alidu Seydou Mahama. And the number of votes cast in respect of each of the candidates at the election is as follows. Alidu Seydou Mahama, unopposed. Dated 23rd September 2025. Signed, Muniru Musa, returning officer. Honorable members, in accordance with Article 100 of the 1992 Constitution and Order 13.1 of the Standing Orders of Parliament, I shall now proceed to administer the oaths. As you all know, a member of Parliament elect may swear on the Bible, the crucifix, or the Quran. Alternatively, a member elect may make and subscribe to a solemn affirmation. Honorable members, pursuant to Order 13.1 of the Standing Orders, I shall now invite the honorable member-elect for the Aquatea constituency and Tamale Central constituency to proceed to the Speaker's dais to take the oath of allegiance and the oath of a member of Parliament. I will commence with the oath of allegiance. Honorable members, your choice, please.
Quran.
Bible.
Quran,
Bible.
Bible. You all know the drill very well, but just remind you, you repeat after me. The oath of allegiance. I,
Seydou Mahama Alidu, do in the name of the Almighty God swear
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Republic of Ghana,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Republic of Ghana,
as by law established,
as by law established,
that I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity of Ghana,
that I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity of Ghana,
and that I will preserve,
and that I will preserve,
protect, and defend the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana.
and defend the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana.
So help me God.
So help me God.
We now take the oath of a member of Parliament. I,
Seydou Mahama Alidu,
having been elected a member of Parliament, do,
having been elected of a member of Parliament, do,
in the name of the Almighty God, swear
in the name of the Almighty God swear
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Republic of Ghana,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Republic of Ghana,
as by law established,
as by law established,
that I will uphold,
that I will uphold,
preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana,
and defend the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana,
and that I will faithfully
and that I will faithfully
and conscientiously discharge the duties of a member of Parliament.
discharge the duties of a member of Parliament.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Honorable members, thank you for taking the oath. You are most welcome. And I'll hold you to two oaths that you've sworn, particularly the one where you clearly stated that you faithfully and conscientiously discharge the duties of a member of Parliament. To enable you to discharge those duties, I will first give you the hoe and the cutlass. You don't go to your farm without the hoe or the cutlass. And so on a daily basis, I observe members when they walk in. Please, even though I'm 33 years here, on a daily basis, I still refer to the Constitution and the standing orders. There's always something to learn every day. And so I'm going to hand this over to you. There are other documents that the clerk's office will make available to you. And please, if you really want to perform your duties well, you have to put them and sleep with them. There's a lot that you have to learn. Whether you are a professor, or you are a farmer, or you are from anywhere, you have come to a new school. And that school starts from crèche. And you are starting from crèche today. Please don't assume that because of your capacity in other areas, you know it. You don't know it. You have to start learning. Please. Your seniors will do the usual thing. You've all been to school, and you've all passed through to the university, you've gone through. You know what seniors do to juniors. Don't be deterred and intimidated. You can perform better than them. Please. But at least, ask for the respect, the reverence you have to give it to them, because they were born before you. And so, on behalf of the House and the members, I hand over this first to the Member of Parliament for the Akwatia constituency. And second, to the Member of Parliament for Tamale Central.
We can come, okay.
Honorable members, honorable members, on your behalf, I warmly welcome the two freshest members of Parliament to our midst. And we are happy now to have the full complement of the House. We now have 276 members of Parliament. Please, the number is no longer 275. We have 276. And anytime the number increases, we have to create space for the member. So please, it's a plea that before this number increases, you must, as a country, as a republic, start looking for a proper place. If not, the integrity of this structure is being undermined. A word to the wise is enough. By our standing orders, we now move to item 4, which is National Pledge. All of you, I'll listen to you delivering your pledges to the nation, not one by one. You do it together. You do it together, please. Let's be on our feet. Honorable members, I promise on my honor Thank you so much. Please, you may resume your seats. I believe that this is also a strong message to all Ghanaians, particularly our gallant Black Stars. Every Ghanaian must learn how to recite the National Pledge, and at the appropriate time, recite it with joy. You have to. Please, don't be mumbling. It's a very short one, very easy to recite. I have a few messages from His Excellency the President. Some I'll read, others I'll call on the Office of the Official Report to capture them verbatim as they have been presented to this House. The one I will read deals with the nomination of the Chief Justice. The letter is dated 7th October 2025, and it reads, Right Honorable Speaker, nomination of Chief Justice. Following consultations with the Council of State, conveyed by its letter dated 14th October 2025, and in accordance with Article 144, Clause 1 of the 1992 Constitution of the Republic of Ghana, I have the honor to respectfully submit for the approval of Parliament the nomination of Justice Paul Bafubone as Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana. Justice Bafubone has distinguished himself through unwavering integrity, sound judicial temperament, and a deep commitment to the rule of law. His long and meritorious service on the Supreme Court has been characterized by professionalism, fairness, and a passion for justice. He possesses the necessary leadership, administrative competence, and vision to advance ongoing reforms within Ghana's justice system and to further strengthen public confidence in the judiciary. Attached are the nominees' curriculum vitae and supporting documents to facilitate the vetting process. I trust that Parliament will expedite the approval process in accordance with constitutional requirements. Please accept, Mr. Speaker, the assurances of my highest regard. John Dramani Mahama, signed. Honorable members, I accordingly proceed to refer the said nomination to the appropriate committee, and that is the Appointments Committee, to do the public hearing and submit a report to the House for consideration. As you know by our rules, other members of Parliament are permitted to attend the sittings of the committee, in fact, all committees. It's just that you don't have the right of vote, but you can attend to assist your colleagues. We trust that this will be done in accordance with the laws of this country. And at the end of the day, please, we'll give you ample time for us to assist His Excellency to make sure that the confidence in the arms of government are restored and enhanced. The nominee is accordingly referred to the Appointments Committee for consideration and report to the House. There are two more that I have to read. One deals with the demise of our compatriots. And so we've been given notice of it. The letter is dated 7th August 2025, and it reads, Right Honorable Speaker, notice of demise. It is with profound sorrow and a heavy heart that I write to inform you formally and the Honorable House of the tragic loss of two distinguished ministers of state. One, Honorable Dr. Edward Omani Boama, Minister for Defense. And two, Honorable Dr. Mohammed Mutala, Minister for Environment, Science, and Technology. These two exemplary public servants, whose contributions to national duty were marked by diligence, patriotism, and an abiding commitment to the public good, sadly lost their lives in a fatal helicopter crash on the 6th of August 2025. We are also deeply grieved to report additional casualties. One, Alhaji Muniru Mohammed. Two, Dr. Samuel Sapon. 3, Mr. Samuel Abuaje. 4, Squadron Leader Peter Bafemi Anala. 5, Flying Officer Chum Ampadu. And 6, Sergeant N.S. Ado. Please accept, Right Honorable Speaker, the assurances of my highest consideration. Signed, John Dramani Mahama. Honorable members, I think it's proper for us to stand in honor to give our departed compatriots 1 minute silence. May their souls and the souls of all the faithfully departed rest in perfect peace. Amen. Honorable members, as a result of the sudden departure in such a horrific manner of our 2 ministers of state, His Excellency has proceeded to designate caretaker ministers. The letter to me is dated 7th August 2025, and it reads, Right Honorable Speaker, designation of caretaker ministers. Following the tragic demise of the Honorable Minister for Defense and the Honorable Minister for Environment, Science and Technology, I wish to respectfully notify Parliament through your esteemed office of interim ministerial arrangements pending the appointment of substantive ministers. In accordance with the constitutional responsibility to ensure the continuous and effective administration of government, I have designated the following officials to serve in the caretaker capacity. 1, Dr. Kasiel Atuba Forson, MP, Minister for Finance, will additionally serve as caretaker Minister for Defense. And 2, Honorable Emmanuel Ama Kofi Boa, Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, will assume additional responsibility as caretaker Minister for Environment, Science and Technology. Please accept, Right Honorable Speaker, the renewed assurances of my highest consideration. Signed, John Dramani Mahama. The rest of the other letters, the communication from His Excellency, deals with absence from Ghana. And there are a number of them. And I will, on your behalf, refer them to the Office of the Official Reporting to capture them verbatim in our proceedings as having been read to the House. Please, with your kind permission, I do so now. they are accordingly referred to the Hansard office. In view of the nature of business before the House, item 6 will just be to warmly welcome you all to the third meeting of the first session of the 9th Parliament of the 4th Republic of Ghana. I'm happy you took the recess seriously, and from the reports I have, many of you interacted with your constituents on whose behalf you are here. I'm informed that you shared information with them on the work of Parliament, and you received a lot of inputs from your constituents. Committees also took advantage to visit a number of places, particularly government agencies and projects, to play their oversight role. There were a number of delegations to represent Ghana outside, particularly as now they place a lot of emphasis on parliamentary diplomacy. It's becoming a function, not just a duty, a function of parliaments in the world, parliamentary diplomacy. Apart from that, a lot of you also took time to benchmark, learn from other jurisdictions so that we could adopt and adapt what is suitable to our situation in Ghana, and you equally shared what we have there with our brothers and sisters all over the world. We will deal with them in detail later on. My duty is just to welcome you, and you are to expect the agenda of this meeting from the clerk to Parliament. You'll be given copies. We haven't finalized it because leadership are still in discussion with the government so that we could get total government business for this meeting. For parliamentary business, we have what we have to do for this third meeting. And some of you are also submitting private businesses, which are all part of the business of the House. So we've not firmed it up yet until leaders, together with the ministers, come out with a position, which by a procedure, the Speaker has to admit before it's referred to the clerk, who will put it before the business committee for them to schedule weekly for our attention. So please, you are warmly welcome, and I'll proceed now to give opportunity to your leaders. If they have some words, they will share with us before we get to the next item. And I'll do so by starting with the minority leader. Please, minority leader, you have some time to say a few words of welcome to your colleagues from the recess. We say recess. They recede from plenary session to engage in the other functions of the House outside plenary session. So they don't go, members of parliament don't go on holidays or vacation. They recede to continue to do the work of member of parliament. I think it's something that we have to consider, because the Labour Act expects that you should also have some leave. Some leave is done all over the world. Members of parliament have leave so that you can rest. Those of us who have sacrificed all these years, we know how our families have been destroyed, because you never have time for your family. You never have time for people dear to your heart, the people that you grew with, and sometimes they don't spare you. Please, let's think over it, discuss with our neighbors outside the parliament, and at least get a few days to have some breathing space, if not to rest, but to share love with your immediate family members. With this, Honorable Minority Leader, you may proceed to make your comments.
Mr. Speaker, let me thank you for the opportunity to make my remarks as we reconvene for the third meeting of the first session of the 9th Parliament. Mr. Speaker, I begin by warmly welcoming your good self, your deputies, honorable colleagues in leadership, and all members of this House back to our legislative duties. I also extend this welcome to the Clerk to Parliament and his deputies, the dedicated staff of parliamentary service, and members of the Parliamentary Press Corps, whose support remains invaluable to the work we do. Mr. Speaker, during the recess, we were struck with sorrow with the passing of 8 distinguished citizens who served Ghana with dedication and honor. We mourn our respected colleague, Ibrahim Murtala Mohammed, Member of Parliament for Tamale Central, and Minister for Environment, Science and Technology and Innovation. We also remember Dr. Edward Omani Boama, Minister for Defense, Alhaji Muniru Mohammed, Acting Deputy National Security Coordinator, the Deputy Dr. Samuel Sapon, Vice Chairman of National Democratic Congress, and Samuel Abuaje, former parliamentary candidate, Squadron Leader Peter Bafemi Anala, Flying Officer Manin Chum Ampedu, and Sergeant Ernest Adu Mensah. Mr. Speaker, the minority extends its deepest condolences to their families, loved ones, and all who mourn their loss. May their soul rest in perfect peace. Even as we are inspired by their dedicated service to recommit to public service with dignity, courage, and honor. Mr. Speaker, we have today also welcomed 2 new members of Parliament, a member for Akwitia and Tamale Central. Their arrival is a solemn reminder of both the grief we share and the hope we carry for renewed service. Mr. Speaker, the state of our nation's governance presents a mix of trials and opportunities, from economic hardship on the home front to unsettling development on the international stage. These past months have indeed tested our resilience as a country. Mr. Speaker, Ghanaians remain concerned about the economy. While recent indicators show modest macroeconomic gains, these are yet to bring real relief to the ordinary citizen. The truth is, stabilization means little if the youth remain unemployed and families still struggle with the cost of living. The mass dismissals across key state institutions represent a direct assault on the integrity of public service. Competent officers who were employed have been sacked from office under directives from the Chief of Staff. These dismissals were carried out without due process, without cause, and in clear violation of constitutional and statutory provisions. These are politically motivated acts that undermine professionalism, weaken state institutions, and erode public confidence in governance. The recent labor unrest whilst we were on break shows a clear public discontent. Over 200 junior doctors have worked for 10 months without pay, and more than 800 remain unposted. Newly trained teachers and nurses have also gone months without salaries. These are the stories of hardship people face. A government that fails to pay its frontline workers cannot claim to care for its people. Mr. Speaker, it must be emphasized that the MPP government, whilst in office, initiated the 1D1F. This was conceived as a vehicle